It hasn't been a week yet since the new Hollow Knight Silksong game got its release date, and it's already shaping up to probably be Game of the Year for everyone, and for a very good reason. I think this game is getting more hype than a bunch of Swifties going to get to see Taylor Swift for free. That's how big this game is. As soon as that release date dropped, everyone got fucking excited. Dicks were getting hard, panties were flying off. I think at that same time, Jesus Christ himself came down from the heavens and pretty much cured every sickness known to man. Probably like went up to people and saying, you can walk, your legs are finally healed. It was just the perfect storm of hype. Now, I actually really enjoy Hollow Knight. I think it's one of my favorite games. It's a simple but a goodie, and I'm actually replaying it right now. And if you want to see me play it, I'm streaming here and on Twitch almost every day. Come on and stop on by, we have some fun, chat, talk about stuff. And if you do, then your depression will be cured, guaranteed. But it's fun. And I'm really enjoying going back with a little bit of fresh start because it's been so long since I last played it. Getting through all the upgrades again, going through all the different areas. It's a real treat and it makes me really enjoy the game. And I'm kind of trying to get back into it so that way I can master the way it feels, so that way I don't have any problems when this game comes out. And I'm gonna try and 100% this game whenever it comes out. I don't know if it's gonna be the same thing as the original game where it's 110%, but regardless, I'm going to be playing that whenever it comes out first day, so look forward to that. But there is so much hype covering this game right now. It's got other game developers pretty much shitting their pants because they know that they will never ever be able to compete with this game. So they're delaying all their projects until after the hype for this game calms down. And they're actually taking days off from developing their games to go play this game whenever it comes out. It's honestly really fucking cool. And this is just for a Metroidvania game. I don't think there's been much hype for a game like this ever since maybe like GTA 5 or potentially GTA 6 whenever that comes out. It's honestly one of the coolest things that I think I can say I was part of, and being alive in this time right now is just fucking magical. Now, everyone at Gamescom got to play the demo again for this game, and apparently it was pretty much the same demo that they had at E3 2019. I think what they were saying that they had a few slight differences, like just a little bit different gameplay. It was some more mechanics, a little bit more finer details that, you know, showed a bit more of a finished product, but people were still lining up to play that shit. They were waiting there for hours just to get their hands on a demo that they've already played before. And it is just so fucking funny. And I gotta say, the marketing for this thing was genius. There was no warning, no teaser or anything. They just went out and said, by the way, this is coming out in 2 weeks, so get ready for that. If I could put this in a better comparison, I would probably compare it to it being like the rumbling from Attack on Titan. Everyone is just waiting and planning it out so that way they can test it on the rest of the world, but Eren Yeager just goes off and just fucking pulls the nuclear option and just sets everything off, and no one was prepared for it. It was just overkill at that point. Usually like people spend a ton of money on like marketing and stuff like that, but for this game they just said, yeah, it's just coming out in 2 weeks. We don't have to worry about marketing or anything. Just go on stage like, hey, you know that Silksong game that we said we'd be making like almost a decade ago? Yeah, it's here. So have fun with that. That is probably the most aura farm thing I've ever seen in my life, and it just makes me so excited to play this game. I love Hollow Knight. The soundtrack, the fighting, the enemies, it's just probably one of the most perfectly made platformer games that's ever been made. It's just like the perfect storm of uniqueness, action, story, and it's just, my god, I can't really go into it because I would like people to at least play Hollow Knight before they go and play this game, which I'm sure a lot of people already have, but if you haven't, you should definitely go play it. I just don't know what else will be able to top this. Unless they announce GTA 6 for the next day release, then this is probably going to be Game of the Year. And this is putting like every other AAA game this year to shame. It's a small indie team that pretty much made this masterpiece, and they're just mopping the floor with everyone. And I know I've said this 1,000 times already, but I'll say it again. I just always think that indie games and indie developers make the best games no matter what. There's a lot more passion and love for the craft of gaming that indie developers have pretty much nailed down to a T that really shows, and it makes people appreciate games a lot more with these kind of games. And they're really cheap too. They're not like $80 price tags or anything, and most are like 10 to 15 bucks. And they put out masterpieces. They put out stuff that rivals a ton of big companies that have all these big budgets and put a lot of, time and effort into their marketing and their systems. And it shows. I just can't get enough of this. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to play it. It just shows like how loved that the first game was and how loyal a fan base they created from this, that they made a sequel like a decade in the making, and they, won everyone's heart with that alone. So I'm really looking forward to this. I hope everyone is as well. I'm pretty sure it will be Game of the Year for almost everyone. If you haven't played a platformer or a Metroidvania game like this, like I said, go play it. It really changes your life. It's so fun. I think you should give it a shot if you haven't. But I'm just so excited. I can't wait. But yeah, I'll be playing this whenever it comes out. So look forward to that. On that though, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.